Right then, welcome back to Series 1, Episode 9, and today's episode is about Update Day. It is now Alpha v0.26, and they've done some interesting stuff, the main one being rock walls. Now I'm going to show you what I mean. What they've done is they've retextured the entire rock wall and reduced dramatically the required rocks to build it. As you can see, it looks much better. It is flatter in every way. This entire fireplace would now take about 15 rocks to build instead of 500. Yeah, just 15 or maybe 20 max. It is insane. Now obviously they've retextured it, so mine's gone a bit skew with. I need to somehow fix this. I'm sure I can eventually by knocking it down or something. So yeah, there's the fireplace and what they've done with the rock walls. I mean, it just looks so much better, and when I fix that it will look better by a long way. They've also added, as you can see, gardens. Now when you do the gardens, well, I say they've added gardens, they've improved the gardens. As you can see, when you now plant in the gardens, you see the soil and you see little mounds where the plants are coming through, and if you pick them early you won't reap the rewards as if you wait for them to fully grow, which is great. And they also stay saved. These I saved earlier and they're still here, so that's fantastic. Among other stuff, there's plenty of optimizations and multiplayer tweaks. You can now use the raft in co-op, which is great. They have now synced the players correctly, so that when a player throws an item or drops an item or interacts with an object, the client now sees it, which is fantastic. So the co-op should be nearly fully synced. They fixed the spawns on the plane, where if one person skipped the cutscene and the other guy didn't skip the intro cutscene, they would spawn in different locations. That no longer happens, so you spawn in the same place at the same time. There is other stuff added, like there's now a white snow rabbit added to this snow area. All the trees now interact with the wind. Let me just do something quickly. We'll get to daylight quick so we can actually see. They've balanced the cannibals for multiplayer. They are now far more aggressive in multiplayer, and the more players you have, the more difficult it becomes, which is also a great addition. It should now make multiplayer a challenge rather than a walkthrough. In fact, I'm just going to grab the changelog for you right now so you can see it, and we can talk about some of the stuff. Just read, well, you can see this. For this patch, we've totally redone how enemy and player animations are synced in multiplayer, which should both improve animation accuracy and lower CPU usage, which is always good. We've also fixed some issues with enemy combat in multiplayer games being too easy, which is what I just said, compared to single player, and worked on some enemy balance, which should make things more challenging with multiple players. We've taken a pass at overhauling the garden system, which we've talked about. The snow area of the world has had some improvements, including some new snow covered props, snow rabbits, and some gameplay tweaks when you get cold. New art has been added for the rock walls, we've talked about that. All trees now work with the wind, we've talked about that. And yeah, you can see the list. I mean, it is huge. What else is there? Added more cowman sounds, added garden digging sounds, lots more audio, which is always good. New winter top heavy tree added. New item type, yellow cave crate containing flares, I already mentioned that. New decorative magazine added, not sure about that one. New burn animations added to creepy mutants. Oh, there is one thing that I didn't say. The fire mutants can now throw fire bombs at the player. That's awesome. So yeah, keep your heads down, guys. Fix bug where drag mutant would not translate to death if killed. I mean, the list is endless. I'm just going to put this in the video description But yeah, I mean, look how many. It's just huge. I mean, where's the optimizations? There is quite a few. So performance now forcing flat ocean on 32-bit systems. So that should run better for you guys running 32-bit operating system. Greatly lowered per frame memory usage of ocean waves. Tuned down bloom on 32-bit systems to limit memory usage, and combined ocean lake depth passes to save memory. Optimized sheen billboard icons, distant detection. Well, I don't know what that is, but I'm sure a lot of you do. Optimized glass displacement system to use terrain height instead of raycast to find terrain height. So there's lots of stuff. New art added snowball mutant snowball. Why am I saying snowball? Stone wall built models replaces rock pickup mesh in built walls. Okay. Yeah, the list just is endless, and all I can say is just read it for yourself in the video description. I will link it. And yeah, get back into game. So basically now, because it requires so little rocks to do something, I mean, look at this. 21 rocks to complete that entire wall. And one of them, look at that. I love it. It's a great update. Performance is much higher. So for those of you on a lower end system, you know, you're going to really love this one. Especially those on 32-bit systems. And yeah, a great update. There's no new blueprints added or anything like that, apart from these rock wall improvements. But I would much rather have what they've done right now, to be honest, and then wait for the new blueprints, because these tweaks today are huge. And they've done a great job. So yeah, kudos to End Night Games for that. They did some fast work. So what has it been? 2 weeks. Okay, so let's just finish off this wall, which you can now watch in real time, because yep, it doesn't take long at all. Look at that, it looks so much better, doesn't it? I mean, that's a nice little wall, and that's going to make a great defense. You know, you build that up really high. I'd like to see a mutant knock down a rock wall. Let's just grab a last rock, finish up this wall, and you'll see where I'm going with my defences. Which is basically I'm blocking off all the entrances to my base as much as I can. I'll do the same this side. I'm going to be adding more stuff up here. I know I can't get over the wall myself, but I can climb up here and jump down, so that was the plan. Yeah, my base is going to start coming alive very soon. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up on this. It was basically episode 9 was all about doing an insight to the update, and yeah, just basically showing you what they've done. Let me know what you think in the comments as usual, and I shall see you in the next full episode of episode 10. Bye for now, guys.